You let your past go, you've forgiven yourself, you're in the stage of transformation where the old self is gone and you're finally ready to walk into the new and improved version of yourself. Let's talk about it. Alright guys, so we're just gonna try this scenery right here. I haven't figured out the scenery and the lighting in my apartment and things yet, so I'm gonna apologize for the background noise in advance. But you know, we're gonna continue. I didn't want to hold up my videos because I was still trying to figure out lighting and things like that. So I wanted to continue. So we talked. I hope this. So in the last video, we talked about becoming your true self. So today we're going to talk about the new self. Okay. So welcome to Breion's Diary, where we talk about life. We are healing, growing, building our confidence and self-esteem. So one of my clients, she's an older woman, and she was a first-time client. Now, we were having a great conversation, and she was telling me her story. I was truly amazed. She looked nothing like what she had been through, and I honestly would have never guessed. Like, seriously. So I asked her, a question. I was like, well, how did you accept all of that? And she said, I didn't accept, because if I'd accept, that means that I identified with that and I had made it my identity, and those circumstances does not define who I am today. So she said that she processed that she made certain choices that led her to where she was, and instead of accepting those choices in her circumstances, she used it to create a new identity for herself. Now, before anyone says anything, trust me, I looked up the definition. Trust me, I looked up the definition of acceptance. I get it. I get what it means. The point I'm trying to make is sometimes when we accept certain circumstances, we stay stuck there. And so, let me give an example. I used to love to really, really drink. I mean, they used to call me Henny Queen. And I could honestly outdrink any man. I could honestly outdrink anybody, actually. And now I could still try to drink and outdrink everybody and accept the fact that, I can drink. Or I can say, I know that, that was an old version of me. And so I still drink, but I don't prefer to drink like I used to, because I don't like it like I did. So no, we don't always have to accept our circumstances or hold on to a certain identity. We can process what happened, who we used to be, the mistakes we have made, and use that to do better and to become better. So I reflected on a lot of mistakes I had made, and I'm using all of that to now walk as a better level up version of myself, to reinvent myself, so create a better version of me. So Romans 12:2 says, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of the mind. And 2 Corinthians 5:17 says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old me is gone and the new me is here. So I've learned recently to be more logical than emotional. I really used to be in my head, and this past month has really shown me that it's not going to get me anywhere. It's not going to get me anywhere to be in my head. So I've accepted that I can be emotional, but that's only because I'm in tune with my feelings. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but I've learned from my brother to get more logical on what to do with those feelings, with those emotions. I've learned to slow down and think about decisions before I make them versus being impulsive. I've taken a 10-week Dave Ramsey course and working on budgeting and managing my finances versus splurging on things that I don't need. I've really been working on having more integrity versus lying to spare feelings or to not be embarrassed. I've added more balance into my life versus doing things excessively and being on go all of the time. Giving myself more time more time after work to do activities and so that I can have more balance within my social life. I've been actively working through trust issues so I won't sabotage good relationships and friendships. And I wrote down a lot of things that I didn't like about myself, and I burned them. They were a past version of me. They are no longer a part of my identity. I have processed that I do not fit in, and I am creating the identity of being okay with being different and being okay with being alone. And I'm not saying that I'm lonely. I just said being alone, because we're never alone. So I'm unique, I'm original, I'm authentic, I don't wear different masks. I wear different hats. I'm multi-talented. When I put my mind to something, I go for it. And that can't be taken away from me. You know? I hope this all makes sense to you guys. But I just thought that that perspective was great. God has done a work in me and restored the confidence that I asked for. And me speaking highly of myself does not mean that I am conceited, boastful, or downing others. So don't just accept. Process and keep moving forward. That's all I have for today. And I'll see you guys next time. So in conclusion, remember, healing isn't linear, it is a journey. And here at Breion Style, we are healing together. See you soon. I'll see you guys next week. I love you so much. Bye.